Hello and welcome to this masterclass in French Connection Academy. My name is Christina A. Strand. I'm a violinist and I have the pleasure right now to listen to Birk and Thuy-Anh, who will play
Caprice Basque by Sarasate.
Yes. Enjoy. What an amazing piece. It's like Paganini from Spain. Yeah. I really like your way of playing. You're a really great violinist. And for learning all this, it's amazing. Congratulations to that. All these, it's called Basque, Spanish. And for me, when I'm listening, it's kind of a mix between all these sentimental folk songs and then put into this piece where a violin can really make the music bloom and make all these variations very different. And difference is kind of the key word here, because you play all these things really, really good, but the sentimentality could perhaps be a little more, because it's songs or it's dances. And perhaps, I mean, now you can play it, and now we have to put something more into it. I will take this. And you must forgive me because I didn't play this piece before. It's like, you could perhaps, could you show me a little more exaggeration? You will probably feel like, oh, but I think it's very important to go out of your comfort zones when you play this, and when you play the music, I think you should when you practice at home, you should try and exaggerate more, because the longer you get away from the direct line of the music, the more free you will get. Because when you get to the concert, it's very, you can't expect to be the best version of all versions at that time. So you need to have kind of more luggage or baggage where you can pick from. So could you do for me like the most exaggerated, like, you know, big lady from Spain? Try and see, tell me this story. Very good. Could you do also with, I like to call it ingredients. You put more ingredients. So now you play more forte, more piano. Could you do it with the sound as well? So it's perhaps more core. It's like another sound, so you can find a different place here. So and keep the long notes. Don't stop in intensity. Little. This is the first time we will be presented for this. So use what you did before, and now we put more in. So use your bow, play a little closer to the bridge sometimes, and when you play this piano, as you did before, the musical thing you did, use another kind of sound and another place to play. this is the first one. It's like 4 bars. Dim da di da dum da dim da dum. Og så di dum da da di da 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 da. And then from the beginning, now we heard it. So now you could be a little more intense. Di dum da dum da di da dum da dim da dum. And now comes something new. It's kind of so surprises a little with this. Does it make sense? If I talk too fast, you must tell me. Da dum da dum da di dum, and then this sequence is kind of, you have to build it up. Da dum da di dum da dum da di dum da dum da di dum da di dum da dum da di da 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 di. It's kind of building the structure of the whole piece, and for parts of the piece, and for bars, and for So it's really good to have these things. Think about the structure of the music, and use it to make different sounds. So, and when we have a big build-up, you have to be a little more in holding back before you just fire away the forte. So could you try? I know it's a lot to do, but you can do it. You can do it. Really good. I can really tell you, you are so flexible. You just go for it. That's great. When you come with these octaves, I think you can play a little more on the down. And I think you should use when you're da dum da dum da dum, and then suddenly it's octaves. You should not do the same. You should have a kind of. I don't think you should. I think you should go deeper into the string. A little slower bow. Di-dim. I see if I can play this. Oh. And then you. It's kind of, it will be too wild. Then it gets out of your control, and you are the one who should have the control. Use a little less bow and deeper into the string. Take before this place. Yeah. It's a special place. I think you should stay up much longer. Where did you stop now? Lam da dum da dim. Here, I think you could stay. So you stay up in this da dum dum dee dum. It's diminuendo, but the atmosphere should be the same, and the quality of the sound you should be in this frame of playing mind. Dee dum dee dum. So don't go away on this, because this is a big build-up to the. This is just longer. This one. Mm-hmm. Take this in, please. all these, you play really amazing. It's really good. I think you use too much bow on this. Do-ya-dum, do-ya-dum. Could you go more for the high note also always? Okay. So it's not. I will not try to dee-dee-dum. Try and play without the same fingers, but without all these. Can you do that? Because then you will be focused on the melody.
Yes.
Could you try that from the major? Really good. I think you don't really know. That sounds not so nice, but you are not really conscious about when you stop the notes. You play da 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 dee 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 dee. If you stop this note number 2, it will give you an impulse, because you play it and it gets harder and harder, more and more difficult. And I can see dee-dum, da-dum, da-da-dum, da-dum, da-dum, da. Then this rhythm that you have, it disappears a little. So da-dum, da-dum, da-dee, da-dum, ba-dee. More on the second note, I think. Long, short, but it should not be softer.
Still,
I think.
Still just top note?
Yeah, pardon?
Still just top note?
Then they're not the same. So long, short, but they should not be da. I hear da 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 dee 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 dee. So I know it should be heavier one, but the second note should not disappear. So you can instead of for the piano, you can play heavy light, but in the same dynamic, then it will sound like this dance.
Will you double stops now, or?
Yes, okay. Take it all, take it away.
Yeah.
And this, when it comes to, it's a major. Use the remember the up bow, because it's not clear. Use the be careful with the up bow as well. Play exaggerated da 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 da, a more dee dee dee, longer. Don't go to the tip. Stay here. Don't go up here. Don't go here. Try and see if you can save the bow. Go slower and a little closer, more core to the bridge, and stop. Don't go just for experiment. I think you should do that because it sounds much better. Last little thing. Dee-dum, da-dum, da-dee-da. Dee-dum, da-dum, da-dee, da, da-da, da-dum, da-dee, ba. It's a little too early every time. this piano plays, perhaps it could be fun. You can you can change it always. Perhaps it could be fun to. A little more spiccato, leggero. So it's not. So it's not. So it's not you play the da-dum, da-dum, and then you turn off the decibel and play the same. You should do. You should. You could play same decibel but another character.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's also don't have forte piano. You have heavy light. You can have short, long. You can use this. So try and play like it's dotted everything.
Okay.
Just for fun. Just for fun. I think it's funny. I really like it. I really do. Just try it, for me at least. Da 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 dum da dum da dee dum ba dum ba dee da da dum da dum. You are little. You have more time, and that's good news. Yeah, use it. Same thing again, and now you know what I mean because I disturbed you very much. Dee da, da dum, da dee da, da dum, da dee da, da dum. If you play the second note a little more, so we get da 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 dum ba dee da da dum da dee 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 dee. So try and see that perhaps could help the rhythm, just to see if it could sound funny also. It did help. Of course, it sounded perhaps a little crazy, but you have to play with her. So every time you play da 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 da, you have to have the feeling that you both play the violin and piano, and sing and so di da 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 da. It's perhaps it feels heavy for you. You can play light, but you have to wait. You have to connect. Log in. Mm-hmm. Just listen. Isn't it? Forte now. Or is it piano? I think you can give a little more on the high notes because they disappear a little. Perhaps it's because I'm over here. And I will go here and play. It was much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
It was, yeah. So, yeah, you just listen and it's kind of it's a movement thing. Could you play again and more on the top notes?
Okay.
Yeah, and if something is very difficult, go for the top note more than it. And it's also if with the bow, a little more heavy on the play more on the E string and see what gets from the A string as well. So you always go for the high, and the other will follow. So that's also where the melody is. think it worked much better. I think in the beginning you could play all these short notes, but then a lot of the same thing happens, and I think you can use more bow and kind of vary but have the dancing lightness of this variation. So, but it was much better, and I could hear the high notes out there. Don't worry, it's because I'm here. Could you please go on? Say just a couple of words about it. It's really a great piece. Thank you for bringing this. I hear some of the notes are a little, how do you say, bland, a little with not so great color as the others. Because dee da da dee da dee da da da. So I think you forget vibrating on all the accents, and then you say. Try and really put the bow down. Try and play it. But use more bow, more concentrated, not so much bow. So there. So this is also very beautiful. I know which notes. This note, this note, that sounds. The other note sounds really good, and this note is less than fantastic. You know, it's good, but you can do better, because I don't think you hear the sound on that one. And it's the D's, these D's. So take a little more care of the D's. Yes. Here you should start. Stay up in the forte. So don't listen to the melody. So that's the one you should be. And I know you look at the notes, but sometimes it could be a really good thing just to look at the contact, or look here. So you stay with the phrase you were in. So you don't just play with the violin. Yeah, you can do more. I know. I hear too much of the low. perhaps a little comma between. So these. It's very, very hard and tiresome, I know. Try without, hold the D, but the low D. Okay. Yeah, sometimes when you practice, this should not, when you play, you should practice in slow motion. So this particular place, you should have a lot of energy lifting. It's always easier to go up, but you have a lot of lifting in this. So it's not so much this D. I mean, try just this. Yeah. 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 Because if you play, when you play fast, it will sound, but if you practice, and then you make the gap between quicker, then the finger knows it should be quicker. Mm-hmm. And more on the string. I think you could got. I think it'd be too harsh. You could a little more here. You should also have the same energy in your bow. Also the up bows. Yeah, and try opposite bow. Start with up. Yeah, and then down bow and do it where you prefer. More on the E string. Yeah. Now I know this is tired now. I would also be, but you know, it's just when you practice, don't only practice the right way. You can also practice with opposite bow or something else. So, is my time up? Or I just felt you looking. No. Then I will just kick up. So you don't. Only practice the right way, but practice to play it here on the string a lot, and then when you come to the place, you have a wider range of what you can do. Mm-hmm. Could you I promise, it's worth it, and it's much more fun to practice in an opposite way, and practice just the opposite of what is right. It's much more fun. Here, dear, can you take from there, the fortissimo, and stay, dear, mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the dime, I mean, if you go from the high, for the high, you use more bow on that one. Yeah, but you should use very little bow. Yeah. Yeah, you safety. Mm-hmm. Hold this. You can use a little. You let go of the string. You da like this. You have to have contact with the string. Mm? Yeah. Take the fingers on the board. Yeah. Yeah. And my point was, if any, that I heard that dear, but the funny thing is so where come that's a joke you will play on us who are listening, because we will yeah, you know, this is the funny thing. So go for it. Okay. So don't play this time it's try. Really good. You can really play this fantastic with the left hand, but the right bow, the right hand with the bow should perhaps be a little more alive, because I hear you have the same pressure, the same speed all the time, but you should not, because the string gets shorter and longer all the time, and you have to compensate for that. Of course, you cannot do it in this tempo, but you have to practice, I believe, very slowly, with very low. Could you do that? Don't use all the bow like I did now. Dee da dee da dee da da, and every string connection, the legato over the string, you have to. Your bow have to know what to do. So you have to keep this in mind and let the bow take the sound out of the violin instead of you just do like this, because you practice very much on this one, and you do great. Now we can put something more, yeah? Mm-hmm. So dee da 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 do 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 do. Come on, G string needs a little more, and then D string, and then E string. You can relax a little more. Try and play it da da dee 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 dee. Completely egal. Hvad hedder det? Egalt. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They are not so good as the other ones. Mm-hmm. And that you use all the bow here of some reason. So really save. Don't just hear. This should not be a physical thing. This should be a musical thing, because you should really listen to every note. So even if dee da dee da 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 dee da dee da da da, that would be very nice. And if you play with Baroque bow, you can kind of go in that direction. It feels wonderful. But this is something else. Dee da dee da dee da dee da dee da 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 dee da da da. So take care. So don't use in your down bows too much bow. Yeah, you can. It takes time to get used to it, but it's such a wonderful feeling to be able to hear all notes. Hmm? every time you come to this place, you have more time. All these So think about being a little, Spain, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, a little slow. That's the feeling you try and be really calm about this and make this son the same thing, legato over. How did you feel about that?
It was better.
I think so too, and I think it's because now you listen to every note, except your G sharp and the D string. You have to prepare. When you come from the A string, you have to widen up your hand so you have to, when it comes, just came a couple of times with the G long. So when you practice, you should prepare the next note. You should stay on the note, but if you have to stretch, there's the chance to do it. But you can only figure this out if you play it really, take one figure at a time and just be a little, how do you say, nerdy, and you work on the same thing and really make it sound. So you don't always have to play everything. You can take this bar, I hate this bar, I will practice this for 3 minutes now, and you will never hate it again. Because now everybody, all your mechanism knows what to do. It's just a practice thing. Could you, play this? I need to know because we don't have enough time. Sorry about all my talking. I want to say bravo, and we have to applaud. Thank you very much, and thank you for bringing this music to us.